Well, hello, my name is Sandy. My channel name is Let's Get Fit with Sandy. First off, I'd like to thank Dee over at Dish with Dee for inviting me in on this collab video. It's about our weight loss journey, and she just wanted us to talk a little bit about our channel and how we got started and what we do on our Weight Watchers or whatever journey that we've chosen. I particularly have chosen the Weight Watchers journey. But once again, thank you to Dee over at Dish with Dee, and check out the links down below, all the other channels that are part of this collab, and go check them out and subscribe to them, because they're all good channels, and it'll really help you out in your weight loss journey. But I started my journey or adventure. I'd like to call it an adventure because it's I've had so many ups and downs. Unfortunately, I don't have very many pictures of myself when I first started. Sure, I'm like everybody else that's overweight, that you always try to get to the back of the picture, have people in front of you, small children, maybe a lot of small children, depending on your size. I'm fortunate enough that I'm tall, so I'm always in the back anyhow, but I don't have very many pictures of myself when I was overweight. Oh, I'm still overweight. Let me clarify. When I was heavy, I'm still heavy. When I was heavier. And all of my regular subscribers have seen this picture, and they're probably ready to just put it on a dartboard and throw darts at it because they've seen it so many times. But unfortunately, it's my only picture that I have when I was heavy. So here it is right here. Take a look. I look at that picture in total disbelief. My sister took the picture because she had the original Weight Watchers channel. It was called Let's Get Fit, and she wanted me to join her on the journey and join Weight Watchers with her. And I kept saying I could do it by myself. I didn't need any help. I didn't need to go to Weight Watchers. I could do it on my own. But I thought, well, you know, I'll do a little cameos on your channel. And so, like, once a week, I'd give a check-in to see how I did. And but it was her channel. And then over time, I just kind of showed up a little bit more and a little bit more and a little bit more, and then she just got so interested in it. She didn't want to do it anymore, so I took it over, but I wanted to make it a little bit my own. So I started another channel called Let's Get Fit with Sandy, which is what I'm doing now. But if you want to see my beginning journey, it's called Let's Get Fit, and it does have my picture on the front, so on the thumbnail, so you'll know it's really me. But we're along with a lot of cartoons and things like that. But that's me. Let's Get Fit. So anyway, I started off at December 31st, 2016. I said, you know what, I'm done. I have to join Weight Watchers. I have to do something. So I talked my other sister Mary, because Denise already was going, and my daughter Christy, and we joined together. And we joined, and we went to, I would say, probably 4 or 5 meetings before we found the leader that clicked. Sometimes it just doesn't click right away, and you shouldn't give up right away. I was persistent, and I found my leader. Her name was Kim, and she really helped me out a lot. And then she was so good at her job that she got promoted within the Weight Watcher organization, and she got promoted to some biggity wig, you know, like in the main office or something. And so she had a protege called Denise, not my sister, but a different Denise, who took over. And I thought, I don't know, because she's no Kim. But I thought, I'm going to give her a little bit of a chance. And I did. And I'm glad I did, because she's my new leader, or guide. I guess they're called guides. I don't know. I've been told this more than once, and you think I'd remember. But I can't. I know that one's a guide. She's my leader. That's all I need to know, is she's my leader. But, or maybe she's my coach. I think that's the coach is the one that leads you, and then anyway, she's my leader. And so I joined, and I weighed, at the time, on December 31st, 2016, I weighed 304.2. That's the picture I showed you. And I was dedicated. I was so dedicated to the program. I measured everything, I weighed everything, I ate properly, I ate all the food groups, I exercised, I did everything I was supposed to do, and in 7 weeks I lost 19.3 pounds, just in 7 weeks. And And I'm 68. I'm going to be 69 in September. So at the time I was 66 when I joined. And it's hard to lose weight. It's not impossible. I hate when older people, I should say older people, when older people say, oh, I can't lose weight because I'm old, my metabolism is slow. Yes, your metabolism is slower, and it is harder. I'm not going to lie, it is harder, but it's not impossible. You can do it if you really, really try. And I was really dedicated, and I started to walk, and I just was so overweight, and it was so hard. If my block is broken up into 2 different blocks in my subdivision, if I walk the quick little walk around my immediate block, it's a half a mile. If I walk the whole block all the way around, it's a mile. When I first started, I could barely do a half a mile. And here, let me show you how heavy I was, but yet I still walked.
Me and Sandy, we're up to walk.
I'm not really up. Well, you could see I was not really enthusiastic about that walk, was I? That was actually when we were on vacation. I was determined that I was going to walk, and I would walk so far, and then I would get the car and follow my sister, because it was like in a weird area where we were staying, and she still wanted to walk, and I just didn't feel like she was safe, so I just drove alongside of her. But I walked, and I so slowly have built myself up to. Last year I was walking 3 miles. This year, I'll be honest, I'm a little slower. This year, if I usually walk about 2¼ miles. As a matter of fact, I just got back from my walk. It's going to rain any minute now. It was raining when I was walking, but if it's just raining, it doesn't stop me. If it's thundering and lightning, or if it's really a heavy torrential, well, I have walked in torrential downpours too. I'm back to that dedicated person that I was. And so, but then I got a little complicit, and I don't know that I'm going to be able to finish this. It's getting a little testy out here. But anyway, I kind of got a little cocky, and I just kind of started coasting. I stopped measuring. I kept like thinking, well, I can look at that and know what it is, and I can, yeah, that's 3 ounces, or that looks like a half a cup. And I battled. I just completely battled. I'd go up and down. I was in the 70s and the 60s, and then the 70s and the 60s, and then 70s for the longest time, months. And then I started moving. I was doing really well, and I got down to 227 for a total loss of 77 pounds. I was doing really well. On September 1st of 2018, I had lost 77 pounds. And once again, I don't need to walk every day. I don't need to measure that. And, it's a pound here, it's a pound there. I'm still within my 10-pound goal, that 10-pound range, because I gave myself a 10-pound range, that I wasn't ever going to let myself get more than 10 pounds. And then over the winter, when I didn't walk because of the ice, I gained 15 pounds. And so now I'm fighting to get that weight off, because my current weight this past Saturday was 236.6. So I've lost 66.6 pounds now. So I still have to lose another 9.4 to get back to my 77 pounds, which I'm determined to get to by my birthday, which is September 7th. But if I don't, I'm going to get really close. My ultimate goal this year is to get into Wonderland by Christmas, or at least New Year's, which is a high goal. I even know it's a high goal, but if you don't set a high goal, if you don't set high standards for yourself, you're not gonna, if you're mediocre, you're gonna be mediocre. Sometimes you just gotta challenge yourself, and that's what I'm gonna do. I may not get to Wonderland, but I'm gonna be a lot closer than I am today. That's for sure. But I kind of was not really concerned about losing weight, and so it took me 87 weeks. Now, mind you, it only took me 7 weeks to lose almost 20 pounds, but it took me 87 weeks to lose 58 pounds. And that's only 0.7 a week. And I know on my channel you'll learn I don't like to say only, because to any loss is a loss. But for 87 weeks, that seems kind of sad. But I look at it in the sense that it took me 87 weeks to learn a little bit more about myself, to learn what I can do, what I can eat, how I can behave in certain situations, and just know that I'm a better person, I'm a healthier person. And I struggle, I go out and have a good time, I live my life, and it's going to take me a while to get to my goal, but I'm going to get there, because one thing I pride myself in is that I've never quit. I've never quit. I've come close, I've threatened, I have threatened that I was going to quit, But no, I've never quit. And I'm going to do it. I really am. My best tip for staying on plan is to go to the meetings. If you don't go to the meetings, find somebody on YouTube that does meeting highlights. I do meeting highlights on Saturdays. I usually have my video posted before noon Eastern Standard Time. I always go over the menu that they have given, or the recipe that they've given you. I go over the meeting. I let you know what they were talking about. But there's a lot of channels that do it. So find somebody like that. Find a friend. If you don't want to join a meeting, you don't want to pay a fee or anything, buy a scale. Put it in a certain spot and weigh yourself once a week, just once a week, at the same time, in the same spot with the same clothes. And just do that every week. And then write it down in a little book that's just for yourself, just so you can see it yourself. And you need to get a scale to weigh your food. You need to get some measuring cups and measuring spoons. You need to look at the portion sizes on the side of the box, because you will be amazed at honestly how small it is. As an American, our portion sizes are way too big, which is why we are all way too big. But I would always have like a bowl of Wheaties for breakfast. I thought, I'm having a bowl of cereal. How hard can that be? Well, my bowl of cereal was almost 3 servings. It was 2.5 servings of cereal, and it was 2 servings of milk. A cup of milk, I use 2% as 5 points, so that was 10 points for the milk. And the cereal is, for the Wheaties, is 7 points. For a portion, I was having 3, so that's 21. So I was having 31 just for my bowl of cereal in the morning, and I only get 24 points in a day. You're not going to lose weight unless that was going to be my only meal of the day, and then even then I was over. So find a friend, join a gym, do some exercise, find people on YouTube that you can follow. I pray a lot. That helps me. Just pray for guidance. Just do whatever you need to do to center yourself, to know that you can do it. And never give up, and never be discouraged. I mean, you're going to be discouraged, but never be discouraged with yourself. You can be discouraged with the progress you're making, but don't be discouraged on how hard you're trying, because as long as you're trying, that's all that really matters. You can bounce around 5 pounds up and down, but isn't bouncing around 5 pounds better than gaining 5 pounds every week, or gaining like 5 pounds a month? In a year, that's 60 pounds. It's better to play with the 5 pounds until you're really comfortable getting back into the mode of losing weight, because it's taken me a while, but I think I'm back in that mode. But once again, I wanted to thank Dee over at Dish with Dee for inviting me to this collab. Please check out all the people down below. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe. I do a daily vlog. I put up a daily vlog. If it's your birthday and you let me know, I'll sing happy birthday to you. If it's your anniversary, I'll sing happy anniversary to you and your spouse. I show recipes. I love doing collabs. I do tags. On Sundays, I do a shout-out video where I highlight channels that I watch that I think that other people might be interested in. Once a month, for people that don't have a channel, I share pictures of their journey, of their before and after pictures of how far they've come. And like I said, on Saturdays, I do the Weight Watcher meeting highlights. And I just have a lot of fun with this channel. So give this video a like, leave a comment, please subscribe and share. And I, once again, thank you over at Dish with Dee. Thank you, Dee. I really appreciate you inviting me.